Caffeine and athletic performance. Let's talk about the secret energy booster you're probably underusing. We all know it wakes us up, but when used strategically, caffeine is one of the most proven, legal, and effective performance enhancers available to any athlete. It's not just about feeling more awake. It's about unlocking a measurable, physical and mental edge when it counts the most. So, how do we go from a simple morning coffee to a precision tool for peak performance? Let's break it down. First, a quick science refresher. Throughout the day, a compound called adenosine builds up in your brain. It binds to receptors and signals your body to slow down, making you feel tired. Caffeine works because its molecular structure is incredibly similar to adenosine. It swoops in and blocks those receptors, essentially putting a gag order on your brain's slow down signal. So you feel less tired, but it doesn't stop there. By blocking adenosine, caffeine allows other stimulating neurotransmitters, like dopamine and norepinephrine, which is a close cousin of adrenaline, to have a much bigger party in your brain. This boosts your mood, sharpens your focus, and nudges your central nervous system into a higher state of readiness. You react faster, and you push harder. Crucially, this neurological trick lowers your rate of perceived exertion, or RPE. That means the same pace on a run or the same weight on a bar literally feels easier. This is the magic bullet. When your brain thinks the work is less demanding, you can either hold a faster pace for longer or find the will to grind out one more rep. What does that mean for real performance? The evidence is overwhelming. Meta-analyses covering thousands of studies confirm it. For endurance, you can expect a significant improvement in time to exhaustion and time trial performance, often in the 2 to 4% range. That's minutes off a marathon. For high-intensity intervals, like in team sports or CrossFit, it means stronger repeat sprints and the ability to maintain power output for longer. And for strength and power, while the effect is smaller, there's a real, consistent bump in 1 to 3 rep max efforts, especially in your upper body. Explosive moves get a definite lift. So, let's build your dosing playbook. The scientifically validated sweet spot is 3 to 6 milligrams of caffeine per kilogram of your body weight. For a 70 kilo or 154 pound athlete, that's about 210 to 420 milligrams. Always start at the lower end of that range to assess your tolerance. More is not better. Going too high just increases side effects like jitters and anxiety, with no extra performance benefit. Take it 30 to 60 minutes before you train or compete to allow it to reach peak concentration in your blood. Now, what's the best source? Coffee or capsules? A strong cup of coffee has about 100 to 150 milligrams and absolutely works, but the dose can be inconsistent. For precision, especially on race day, anhydrous caffeine capsules or powders are king because you know the exact dose. And don't forget caffeinated gum. It's absorbed directly through the lining of your mouth, so it hits much quicker, often in just 10 to 15 minutes. It's perfect for a mid-game boost or if you're short on time. Energy drinks? They're fine in a pinch, but watch out for massive amounts of sugar and other stimulants you might not want. Let's get sport-specific. For endurance athletes, marathoners, cyclists, triathletes, caffeine is a game changer for delaying fatigue. Consider a capsule 60 minutes pre-race, and maybe a caffeinated gel or gum in the final third to fight mental fatigue. For team sports like football or basketball, the cognitive benefits are huge. Improved reaction time and decision-making can be the difference in a critical play. A 200 ml dose an hour before the match is a solid strategy. For pure strength and powerlifters, that 3 to 6 mg dose can help you hit a new PR, particularly on big compound lifts. And for CrossFit or combat sports, where you need a mix of endurance, power and focus, caffeine delivers on all fronts. But what about tolerance? Yes, if you use caffeine daily, your body adapts and the performance-enhancing effects diminish. To keep your edge, you don't have to quit completely. Try reserving caffeine for your most important high-intensity training sessions only, maybe 2 to 3 times a week. Another effective strategy is to do a full caffeine reset for 7 to 10 days leading up to a major competition. This will resensitize your receptors, making that race day dose feel incredibly potent. Now for a quick myth-busting round. Myth 1, caffeine will dehydrate you. Fact, while caffeine is a mild diuretic, Studies show that moderate doses do not negatively impact hydration status during exercise. The fluid you consume it with, like in coffee or with water, more than offsets any minor fluid loss. Just drink normally. Myth 2, you need to take it on an empty stomach. Fact, for some, this causes gut issues. Taking caffeine with a small carbohydrate snack can prevent stomach upset and may even provide a synergistic energy boost. Finally, let's talk safety and personalization. The biggest rule, protect your sleep. Caffeine has a half-life of about 4 to 6 hours, so you must keep your dose at least 8, and ideally 10, hours away from bedtime to avoid wrecking your recovery. If you get jitters or gut issues, you have options. Lower the dose, switch from coffee to capsules, or, as I said, avoid taking it totally fasted. Your competition day plan should be simple and rehearsed. Never try a new caffeine strategy on race day. Test your exact dose, source, and timing in training sessions that mimic the intensity of your event. Track everything: the dose, the timing, and how you felt. Did you feel focused and strong, or anxious and jittery? This data is gold. So to recap, use 3 to 6 milligrams per kilo, 30 to 60 minutes pre-workout. Use it strategically to fight tolerance. Prioritize sleep and always test your protocol in training. When you nail this routine, caffeine stops being a morning habit and becomes your secret, silent edge. If this helped you dial in your performance, hit that subscribe button. We have plenty more science-backed tweaks coming your way. Now, let's get to work.